Welcome to the Google AdSense Payment Schedule demo. This demo gives you an overview on when payments will be issued for your AdSense account. After completing this demo, you will be able to understand when you'll be paid for your AdSense earnings, when you'll be paid for earnings that are credited back to your account for any reason. For instance, if your check is returned to us as undeliverable, we'll credit the earnings back to your account. There are two important things to note about the timing of AdSense payments. The first is that you will only be issued a payment each time that your total unpaid earnings reach $100 or more. The second is that when you become eligible to receive a payment, it won't be issued immediately. It will be issued approximately 30 days after the month in which your total unpaid earnings reach $100 or more, provided there are no holds in your account. For example, if your unpaid earnings reach $100 in March, you will be issued a payment at the end of April. We'll go over this in further detail throughout this demo, but please remember to keep these 2 points in mind. Most of the information that we cover in this demo can be found on the Payment History page, which is located under the My Account tab. This page defaults to show the last 3 months, but you can change the date range options to view your full earnings and payment history. For your reference, the Payment History page also includes links to answers to common questions related to AdSense payments, as well as a timeline of the payment schedule, which we will discuss next. Let's review the payment schedule. The payment process begins after your accumulated unpaid earnings reach $100 or more. A payment is issued 1 month after your account balance reaches $100. During the first week of the month, the earnings for the previous month are posted to the Payment History page. The 15th of the month is the deadline for changing your form of payment, submitting tax information, entering a PIN, and changing your hold status. If your payments are not on hold, your payment is issued on the last day of the month. If you were sent a payment by EFT or Secured Express delivery at the end of the previous month, you should receive it before the 5th. If you were sent a payment by standard delivery at the end of the previous month, you should receive it before the 25th. Later on in this presentation, we will explain what to do if your payment has been sent but hasn't reached you. Now let's return to the earnings and payment summary. At the beginning of each month, you will see a line showing the earnings for the previous month. You'll also see your total account balance at the end of the previous month. For example, your January earnings line will appear during the first week of February. Although this earnings line is not posted until the first week of February, the date displayed will be the last day of January, January 31st. You can click Details for a description of your earnings for that month. So when will your February earnings link be posted? During the first week of March, though the date that appears will be the last day of February. Although you will see an earnings line for each month that you accrue earnings, you may not necessarily see a payment issued line each month. You will only see a payment issued line when a payment has been issued and sent to you. Keep in mind a payment is issued 30 days after your unpaid earnings reach $100. Let's look at an example. This publisher accrued earnings for several months before surpassing $100 in May. Since his account balance is over $100, a payment will be issued for him at the end of June. For consistency, please note that throughout this demo, we refer to a payment by the month in which it is issued, so we would refer to this payment as this publisher's June payment. In addition to the $100 earnings requirement, all holds must be removed by the 15th of the month in which you are eligible to be paid. A hold on your account essentially tells our payment system not to process a payment for your account that month. If your payment is held for any reason, such as tax or PIN information, more details will appear on your Payment History page. Going back to our example, let's say you are eligible to be paid in April, but you have a hold on your account. If you do not remove the hold on your account by April 15th, a payment will not be issued in April. Only if you remove the hold by April 15th will an April payment be issued. To keep it simple, it is extremely important to remove any holds on your account by the 15th of the month if you want to avoid delays in receiving your payments. Next, we will discuss what to do when a payment has been sent but does not reach you. Please be assured that this does not happen often. Payments sent by Secured Express Delivery or electronic funds transfer are traceable. To find the tracking numbers, click on the Details link for a particular month to see the payment details. For Secured Express Delivery payments, we provide tracking numbers which you can reference when contacting DHL. The tracking number will be posted a few days after the initial payment link is posted. Likewise, for EFT payments, you can use the payment number on the Payment Details page when contacting your bank if you do not see the deposit in your bank account. In contrast, standard delivery payments are sent by standard mail, so they are not traceable. These payments should arrive within 2 to 3 weeks of the mailing date. For security reasons, payment envelopes don't display a Google logo. We send payments in plain envelopes that look like this. If for some reason you don't receive a standard delivery payment that has been sent to you, please be assured that we will be happy to help you. However, to make sure that we've given the post office enough time to deliver the payment, we ask that you wait until the 25th of the following month to email us, even if you normally receive your payments earlier. For example, if you don't receive your payment issued at the end of April, please email us on or after May 25th. In your email, please include the date, check number, and amount of the check that you did not receive. We will then start the process to place a stop payment on your check and credit the earnings back into your account. This process can take up to 15 days to be completed. You will know that the whole process is complete when a check stopped earnings credited back line appears on your payment history page. The date that this line appears is very important as it determines when those earnings will be issued as a payment again. If the line appears before the 15th of the month, these earnings will be included in that month's payment. If the line appears after the 15th of the month, the earnings will be included in the following month's payment. In this example, let's say that you didn't receive your March payment for $125. The amount of the check gets credited back to your Adsense account on May 14th, as indicated by the check stopped earnings credited back line. Since it's before May 15th, this amount will be included in your May payment, along with your balance at the end of April. However, in this example, the payment was credited back on May 20th. Since it's after May 15th, it missed the May payment deadline and will be issued in June. In addition, some checks are returned to us as undeliverable. When this happens, we automatically place a stop payment on the check and credit the earnings back. For this reason, it is very important to keep your address up to date. If your check is returned, your payment history page will show a check return undeliverable, earnings credited back line, and a message stating that your payment is being held. Please email us when you see this message and we will be happy to remove it for you. After the hold is removed, you'll still need to pay attention to the date when the earnings are credited back in order to know when you'll receive your reissued payment. If the earnings credited back line appears before the 15th of the month, these earnings will be included in that month's payment. If the line appears after the 15th of the month, the earnings will be included in the following month's payment. Here are a few links which will help you to learn more about our payment schedule. Visit our Adsense Introduction to Payments demo to learn the steps you'll need to take to receive your first payment. The Payments Guide provides this information in plain text form, and you can find a timeline representation of our payment schedule there too. Visit the Adsense Help Center for answers to your frequently asked questions. This concludes the lecture portion of this demo.